Hello. So, I'm making a second video, for two reasons. Firstly, I want to upload more, and secondly, because the other video is probably boring for most people. Uh, it's also an odd combination, because it's Skyblock, and it's ranting about licensing. So, watch it, but, know that it might not be the most interesting for everyone. So I'm making a second one. Also, I already did Skyblock. I don't really have very much to do in Skyblock without other people in my co-op. So we're playing 4v4 Bed Wars, or 4v4v4v4 Bed Wars. And the reason we're playing 4's Bed Wars is because I'm not very good at the game, and that's less obvious if there are more people to cover my back. So yes. Um I should also have more videos. What is this person doing? I should also have more videos, soon-ish, hopefully. Well, I definitely will. I mean, I have to go back to school tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be making, like, that many videos a day, but, but, I should have more out soon. I did record one, but I'm also not very good at editing, so, someone else is editing that for me. Okay, what is happening? I hear Das. Okay. So someone else is doing that one for me. Thank you to that person. But, yeah. And I do actually have a topic to talk about, which is that, I don't understand people who don't like reading, or, like, who complain about reading. Like, this doesn't happen so much in my English class, I don't think. Like, someone in my English class can correct me if I'm wrong, but like a lot of people I talk to at school, like, they don't like reading, and I've never understood not liking reading, because I think that reading is okay. Who is pinging me on Discord? Can they go away? I swear to God. Anyway, I don't understand. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let my team do all the work for a second. Okay, well, that isn't great. Brilliant. I'm about to die, aren't I? Who is pinging me? Oh my god. Anyway, so, yeah, I've never understood people who, What? 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 Okay, my Minecraft just crashed. Thank you, Minecraft. Okay, no, it didn't actually. Never mind. We're still here. But I'm dead. Uh, that was interesting. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I've never really understood people who don't like reading, or, like, in general, because I was talking to someone, and they were like, because we had to read over the Christmas holidays, we had to read Pride and Prejudice, and they were here like, oh, it's such a bad book, I hate reading it, and, like, sure, it starts off dull, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but there is a bit that's dull later to the end, but sort of maybe around the halfway point, I think it gets much more interesting. I think it's definitely. I wouldn't choose, like, it wouldn't be like, ah, yes, this is the book I'm going to read now. But I would definitely I definitely enjoyed reading it. I finished it yesterday. Um yeah, and just in general, thank you. What is this team chat? That's a thing? Party guild officer skyblock co-op. There's a skyblock co-op chat? Okay, I'm just not going to question it. But, yeah, I've never really understood the whole, like, I don't like reading, or, like, it's a huge waste of my time, because I think that books are a much better medium of entertainment. I think games are definitely tied, and movies, I think, are the least, because, in games and movies, you lack greater knowledge of the character's thoughts, so you can't really. So sure, you can compress a lot of description into like, just visuals, because you don't have to describe the scene, obviously, or the atmosphere that's sort of imparted visually, but you also don't know the character's thoughts. You have to sort of rely on their actions, and that's not, especially with something like Pride and Prejudice, where there's a lot of this person thought this. I don't think that that's so good. Um, and the reason I say games and movies come last is because games have the immersion, or at least they should. They have the interaction, which sort of elevates them. So books have superior description and greater awareness of the whole plot because you're aware of characters' thoughts, whereas games. Whereas games, um, sorry, a family member came into the room. I had to deal with that. So, whereas games have the immersion and books have greater awareness of character. And movies lack both of those. Sure, they're technically more immersive, but they don't have the interaction, which I think elevates them as games have. Um, and they don't have the presence of thought, which books contain. And I know that some people would disagree with me, and it's definitely more effort reading books, because for a movie you sit down and you watch, basically, and they are definitely the least effort requiring form of media and entertainment, but I think they're also the least interesting, and also the least effort is also they're the least engaging in my opinion. Obviously, games are engaging because they require you to take active participation in playing the game, and books you have to, well, it actually requires effort and exertion to read the book. I quite enjoy reading personally, but like that's the whole point of this rant, that some people do not enjoy reading for reasons unbeknownst to me, but they do not. I do not know why they do not, but they do not. I also, well, I need to prolong this, so I can't just keep repeating the same thing. So I'm gonna switch the topic to audiobooks and audiobooks and sort of other forms of books. Audiobooks, I think, although I've never actually personally tried them, I can't speak on that matter too much. I think that I definitely accept them more than I do just like the general opinion of books are bad. Like, I will read audiobooks. I think it's a better opinion, and one that I'm definitely more willing to accept. Uh, there's also ebooks, which is, I mean, that's a fairly simple one, but I've never really been a huge fan of ebooks in general. Like, I found them less engaging. It also strains your eyes more because not only do you have to read what can be smallish text, you also, like, I have quite good eyesight personally, but like it's more strenuous on the eyes. It also requires more, it just, I feel like it's slower. I'm not a huge fan of ebooks myself. Um which is sort of sad because there's a lot of stuff you can only get as like, or maybe PDFs. Like a lot of older stuff where it's much easier to get it as a PDF than as an actual as an actual like physical book. But I definitely prefer reading physical books. It's my favorite form of engaging with books. Um, but that is just an opinion. Uh, get trolled. Um, Oh, what else? What else can I talk about? Need to prolong the video. Actually, how long is this video? That's a blue guy, isn't it? I just tabbed out to check the length of the video, and the bed just died, didn't it? Okay, yeah, it's like 9 minutes. I'm gonna finish this game of Bed Wars, I suppose I shall leave. I shall bid whatever few people watch this video, adieu. Um, Yeah, I definitely prefer this format to my previous format, where it's very much based on the objective of the game, or like with some of my older Bed Wars videos, it's definitely based on the sort of like a pointless joke. Like if you recall the Allier one, I had to re-record that, but that was basically the whole point, was just to make a bad joke, and I didn't really like that too much. This guy's gonna kill me if I go over there, isn't he? So yeah, I'm probably gonna make more videos where I just talk about something. I don't know really how though. Bedwars I think is too long of a format. Skyblock, it was a good one for the last video because you can just sort of stop whenever. Damn it. But yeah, I'll see how it goes. I might make more videos today after I figure out how to do stuff. I also have the other one video I was talking about earlier with someone else. Yeah. So that's the end. I really need to figure out how to end videos.